Okay, just got out of a house call, and a lot of the conversations and discussions and experiences and the guidance, regardless of the case, as I've said, revolves around muscle. It revolves around understanding forces and energy. It revolves around people learning how to acquire muscle in the deepest of senses, not just mass, because it's easy to add muscle mass. I mean, it's easy. It's everywhere you look, everyone's adding it, and nobody understands even what to do with it. They don't understand their bodies even more now than ever. They're more numb to everything than ever. They're just trying to resist everything. So it doesn't matter whether it's neurology, cardiac, immune or autoimmune, or skin or digestion or hormones or hair or fertility or whatever, an injury, pre-surgery, post-surgery. We need to understand force and energy. And by understanding force and energy, you understand muscle. By understanding muscle, you have to understand true training. By understanding true training, you understand true strength. Now we're getting into energy budget, and then lymph, and then skin, and then the rules of nourishment, and the rules of rest, and the rules of light, and the rules of physical activity, differing from training, beliefs and their effect on us, our feelings and thoughts, the actions we take, and everything will come after that. So the beauty of muscle, it really is a romantic tissue if you think about it, because what the world has reduced it down to, just like it's done to many things, is if you pull the world, what's muscle for? Most people are going to be aesthetics, to look strong, okay? To resist aging, or resist or prevent or beat cancer, some sort of illness thing. Competition, like to compete, or fat loss. It'll be around a fat loss scenario, and that will literally, it stops there. So then what ends up happening is, with your conditions being, that's why you acquire muscle. If none of those are there, then you don't really understand any reason to even acquire it. It's not important enough. You've met your thing, or those aren't important enough for you anymore. Those don't matter. So muscle doesn't even matter. And so as long as you're exposed to forces and energy in life, muscle is going to be a big deal. And how long are you exposed to forces and energy of your life? Till your last chosen breath, till you choose to take your last breath and dip out. So it's very, very critical. So now let's go ahead and reframe this. Let's look at what muscle is responsible for. Muscle is what allows our eyes to focus close or far. Muscle is what allows us to communicate to each other. I'm even able to say words. I'm vibrating air at a certain frequency with muscle, and then my mouth and tongue and lips are shaping that air to come out as what we understand as words. And you're seeing my eyes fluctuate, and my pupils dilate, and my hands and my face, and all the muscles of my face are expressing a feeling and an intention and passion and certainty and trust and urgency and truth, or expressing love or tears or grief or anger. Or so it's communication. It's our body language. Our posture is muscle, how we feel. There is no correct posture, because that would be like there's a correct feeling, and that's just complete bullshit. So we posture love, or we posture ability, or we posture confidence, or we posture timid, or so it's how we express ourselves to the world. And these muscles in our face communicate back to our brain what's going on as well. And it's a nice loop. That's the problem with injectables or some other things, is it forces the body to overshoot and correct, to heal from those decisions. Muscle is what allows us to even consider food, or consider even hunting it, cooking it, preparing it, connecting with it, chewing it, breaking it down, assimilating it, pulling it down into our gut, pulling it down, and being able to break it apart, pull it apart, turn it into body, and then evacuate it. Muscle is what allows us to even clean ourselves after evacuating a shit or piss, or clean ourselves in a shower, or to do things we enjoy like dancing and gardening, or to be able to even consider a partner and the safety with a partner, that our bodies would even want to make another of these two people, and the muscle necessary to receive a seed, or to be able to even unite together in that way, or to grow a child or deliver a child. and survive delivery. Muscle is what allows us to even survive. Even doctors will say, and I've said this many times, we can't do the surgery on you. Why? You're not strong enough to handle it. Or you can't handle another round of this medication. Why? You're not strong enough to process it. You're not strong enough to process anesthesia. You're not strong enough to handle the truth behind the news. So everything is about our ability to manage and engage with and dance with forces and energy of life. And that directly comes from the only tissue that you can control under your skin, that is muscle. You access the rules of nourishment, the rules of light, the rules of rest, the rules of training, the rules of physical activity through muscle. If you want to get to any organ, you have to go through muscle. You want to connect with heart, you have to go through muscle. If you want to connect to bone, you got to go through muscle. You don't go to heart. You have to go through muscle. Even if you experience an emotion and a feeling, your next move is either to cry, to laugh, to punch somebody, to fuck somebody, to yell at somebody, or to go ahead and move your household or move and change your life. Your capacity for change is muscle. Your capacity for the understanding of your body is muscle. Your capacity for being a human being is muscle. It is there, and you want proof. Just look at the people that the bodies, they haven't tended to it because it needs to be harvested. It needs to be acquired. And when you look at people who don't find value in it, and you watch them even try to laugh, cough, or cry, they can't. They can only do it to a level that you can manage the forces and energy of your life, of that situation. And forces and energy come in the forms of emotions and intellect and mentality and psychology and spirituality and social and vibrational and chemical and electrical and physical and all the other ickles that we haven't even measured yet. So the importance of muscle, and who could I be speaking to? Who would this apply? This message right now, you know it. It's every single human walking the planet, especially the people who are symptomatic in healing and trying to understand their symptoms and their next step, or especially people who are injured, no matter what the damaged tissue is, no matter what the extent of the injury is. If anybody's alive, your next step is going to be through muscle because of energy and force, because of what you want. You don't want to feel this way. I don't like feeling this way. I don't like not being able. I don't like having to say no to things because I can't. I don't like living this way. Because you don't like it, that means you're making a decision to change. And when the decision is made, action is to be taken, and action is through muscle. That is why this is so important. And that is why I spend so much time in every visit going over it and over it, over it, over it, over it, over it, over and over. It is the essential of essentials, is you training your body to acquire coherent muscle so that you can go ahead and understand yourself more. To heal, never. To fix, never. To cure, fucking never. To remedy, nope. To prevent, nope. Deeper than that, more passionate than that, more loving than that, more purposeful than that, more fucking amazing than that. So that is what we are going to approach and attempt to break down in one class. That's next Friday, October 10th. October 10th at 2:30 p.m. There'll be a replay for whoever registers. At least 7 days. If you need more time, don't worry about it. And then after that, if you can't do the time or whatever, they'll be available for weekly rentals, as are all my other workshops. Again, if nourishment went 5 hours, this is going to be up there or broken into 2 parts. It's going to be huge. But again, understanding the rules of relationship. You guys took my relationship Zoom. Muscle is the capacity of the changes and efforts that you're going to make in that. You understand now also how to tie training in because you went through that. Nourishment and the rules of nutrition. They're going to be going through muscle. So this is going to tie everything together. You've done my calf jump spinal hygiene. Those are just certain activities to address muscle, but to understand muscle to a deeper level then has you picking the moves. You can do anything to anything now that you understand why those are there and what's going on there. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. Email me with questions and concerns, info@TommyJohnIII.com. Boom.